It's an Eastern Conference matchup as the Atlanta Hawks come into town in this game. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. The 76ers open for a happy ending to close out their homestand before hitting the road. Now here's Randall. Stolen away. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Gobert the screen. Mitchell in the corner. Driving to the basket.
And what a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
Pass to Randall. To the middle. It's deflected. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. Coach spoke about how Rudy Gobert can change a game defensively. He had all the praise in the world, saying there are so few players at this level that can make a player fearful of shooting inside. Rudy is one of them. You have to get over the idea of hearing footsteps and be okay with having a shot blocked every now and then. Back over to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Pass to Edwards. Now Giddey. Covered by Lillard. Now Giddey. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Standing 6'8", Giddey is a long guard, and that helps him around the hoop.
Well, Josh Giddey, an outstanding playmaker. We know that, Coach. Are we calling him a point forward or a 6'8" point guard?
To me, Kevin, he's a pure point guard at 6'8". This guy's got great size, but he's most comfortable with the ball in his hands, making plays for other people and running an offense. He can handle and pass as well as any.
And stolen by Lillard. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Gobert the screen. Here's Champagnie. Josh Smith pulls it in.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Back to Reed. And Reed throws it down.
Showing off his power. Reed gave the dunk everything he had.
Lillard outside. Pass to Champagnie. 5 to shoot. Back to Gobert. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Count that one.
Clock is ticking away, but Mitchell just stays on mission and lets the shot come to him.
Giddey goes in. Ball's knocked loose. The Hawks leading. Gobert the screen. Outside for Pippen. Here's Champagnie. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Lillard with it. Second shot opportunity. Reed with the rebound.
You can't play better defense than that, patrolling that mid-range area.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Man, he is so tough to move inside. Randall going to work on the offensive glass and gets the score as a reward.
Now here's Pippen. Nothing on the board. Gobert the screen. Here is Lillard. Reed with the rebound.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randall likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
That one misses for Randall. Stan, March 2025 marked the passing of the great Dikembe Mutombo. 4 of his 8 All-Star appearances came as an Atlanta Hawk.
And he also won back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards in Atlanta. 4 in total over the course of his career. A tremendous player, but even more importantly, a humanitarian and a statesman for the game.
Randall grabs the board. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Smith. And it's Josh Smith with the finish.
And whenever Smith gets the opportunity to attack the rim, he's going to take it.
Now, here's Mitchell. Edwards defending. Now, here's Mitchell. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. 76ers lead by 2. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Philadelphia?
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defenses.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
On the wing, Johnson carries it from three-point range. Johnson's got the lead up to 5 now for Philadelphia.
I love the confidence from Johnson. I want to see him continue taking these types of shots.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Back over to you.
Yep, a star on the rise. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Here's Edwards. Rebound by the Hawks. Right side, Pippen. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Well, you often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Yeah, we all know Murray is a shooter, but look out. He can finish, too.
Pass to LeVert. Shoots over Dosunmu. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Atlanta shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Murray outside. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. Can't hit from the corner. The Hawks trailed by 4. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Mitchell outside. Driving the lane. The kick out to O'Neal. Drops in the tray. O'Neal's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Screen by Smith. Bagley with the rebound. The Hawks trail. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. They get the rebound. Back to Dosunmu. No good from outside. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Atlanta. Bagley trying to free himself up. And Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Smith right side, all alone. And that's good for two. Smith's got his second basket of the night.
And I love when Smith is assertive on offense, catching the D off guard with the catch and shoot.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. There's a minute 47 left in the first half. Yep, that one goes in there. And the 76ers lead by 3.
Yeah, Murray is a very good outside shooter. I think he's at his best when he gets into the paint.
To Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Murray outside. Over Lillard. Atlanta with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Pippen outside. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Murray. Down low. And Reed throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
And there's no doubt that Lillard is a pure scorer. But it's good to see him focus on his passing, wanting to make his teammates better.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game time.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Smith in the post. Up in time. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Hawks ahead, leading by a point. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. The Hawks leading. Now Pippen, he's looking for Lillard and finds him. There's a good screen. Here's Champagnie. The three-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of their starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
Shot clock at 2. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Pass to Mitchell. It's deflected. Murray right side. Randle outside. To Johnson. Reed a screen. To the paint. Outside Edwards. Over Mitchell. Edwards can't hit. Here's the Hawks with the ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And the basket by Lillard.
What touch. Just another way Lillard can beat you.
The 76ers trailed by 3. Reed a screen. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. That one goes in. Edwards got his first bucket in this one.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. There's the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Physical finish from Mitchell, a guy who has no problem playing through contact.
Inside. It's stolen by Gobert. Outside Pippen. Here's Lillard. And again, it's Atlanta.
And you know, Lillard deserves more credit for his mastery of the pick and roll.
Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear number one, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. So both teams making some changes here. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. There's 1:59 left to play in the third. Here's Lillard. Chalk up 2 there. Lillard's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Reed gets the bucket.
Yeah, really not where you expect Reed to shoot from, but he clearly made the right choice by taking that shot.
Pass to LeVert. O'Neal on the wing. One-on-one here. Here's Dosunmu. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Dosunmu's got his first basket of the night. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
All right, everybody, now coming on the court, your Sixers ENT. Let me hear you.
Making a change here. 1:16 left to play in the third. Here's Mitchell. 8 points for him.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Back to Giddey. To the inside. Jones. And the layup's good off the glass.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Mitchell looking it over. Here's LeVert. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And it's clear that LeVert has tons of confidence, especially in his ability to drain jumpers.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Well, what I like about Giddey, he just knows how to play this game. Helps his team in so many ways. It's big for this offense's flow.
Lillard outside. O'Neal on the wing. It off in time. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Hawks lead by 2.
32. The Hawks, 34.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Pippen. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Buries the long-range jumper.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
I mean, a 6'8" playmaker. Giddey is a point forward, and he piles up the assist.
Here's Lillard driving inside.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, put so much pressure on the defense.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a number 1 pick. Sometimes they fall flat, but that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Oh, it sure as heck hasn't, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards welcomed the expectations. He wanted the expectations, and he has pushed himself to play to that level on a nightly basis, and he's done it.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. To take the lead, and he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell. Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. They're great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
There's a screen. Lillard up top. Shot clock at 6. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Here's Giddey. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it. Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Lillard with it. Five on the clock. Unloads. Smith there for the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a coach streak. Well, in that situation, you know Randall's going to be calling for the ball. That's a nice take.
And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Outside Lillard. And that time also a missed shot. And it's Giddey with the ball for Philadelphia. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He has decided it's the right time to talk. The 76ers making a change here. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. There was a sense of urgency. Coach said, quote, "We are right there, guys. Just stay together and trust one another. Let's take this one. Guys, let's see how that message resonates with the team."
And Allie, thanks so much. Johnson, the three is off. The Hawks trailed by 5. Mitchell outside. Lets it fly from 18. 2 points. That one goes.
And this is the time in the game when you want to go to your stars. Mitchell delivering.
Here's Johnson. Hits the 3. And there's the 3.
Well, look, he's got ice water in his veins. Johnson ready for his moment.
Pippen with it. Now Smith defending. And here's Pippen. Gobert the screen. And did the 3. And they go to the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, if you want to know where commitment and hard work can get you, follow Naz Reid's career. Everyone who counted him out is eating their words.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
And the first of 3 missing that time. That's a tough one to miss, but 2 more chances. The second one drops, and that trims the lead to 6. And he cannot get the third one to drop. Going just 1 of 3.
First personal foul. Team is already on the penalty.
That's the first. That makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's an 8-point game.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
So Philadelphia wins it, a confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. For the Pelicans, happy to be here in New Orleans right now in the midst of a homestand.
And they prove that they know how to beat this team. We saw that in the first meeting. Can they make it a clean sweep on the season series? We'll find out tonight.
Well, watching the film from their first meeting, I think they have some matchups they really like. They'll try to go back to those tonight.
And, unfortunately, Coach, the Pelicans still looking for the franchise's first deep playoff run.
Yeah, just 2 playoff series wins since their arrival in New Orleans back in 2002. They've had some tremendous talents, but the stars have yet to align.
Here's Davis. Misses from short range. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Outside Edwards. To the middle. Picked by Reed. Edwards, good.
Well, right there, Edwards uses the screen to create the space he needs.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with James Borrego. His team is facing off with the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. As far as how they plan to defend him, Coach said it'll be a team effort. They plan to rotate who has him defensively, and Coach's words were, Ant is so special. You have to guard him with the numbers. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. There's a screen by Murray. Just 2 to shoot.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
To the inside. It's stolen by Randall. And it's slammed in by Smith.
And whenever Smith gets the opportunity to attack the rim, he's going to take it.
No, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the outs, Greg. Yeah, show it off the bunny. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got 5 now.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Black trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Outside Edwards. Drives to the hoop. The rebound by Marley. Pelicans trailed by 5. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession.
Well, that's just a careless pass. He's lucky that was just deflected and not picked off.
To the paint. Reed with the steal. And it's Smith finishing it off.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paul Reed. That's his first foul. 1:25 left here in the first quarter. Here's Black. Johnson with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Giddey. That one falls.
He's got some touch. Giddey delicate with that one.
Black with it. Driving inside.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Pass to Giddey. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Here's Murray Boyle. Ingram outside. Just 5 on the clock. Eason. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Giddey. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
That free throw good from Eason. And Philadelphia making a change here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Morant with the steal. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. 76ers on top. They lead by 3.
Philadelphia 15.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
Rebound by the 76ers. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought it in.
Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line.
With how well Giddey moves in his 6'8" frame, he's such a tough matchup. There aren't a lot of guys who can guard him.
Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. The great skill development program showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
Pass to Reed. And it comes off the front of the rim. Pelicans trail by 4. Count it, good.
Well, Ingram's very efficient when he gets the ball that close to the basket.
It's Giddey with the drive. Lays it up off the glass. Giddey's got 9.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
In the center of things, Morant.
Well, the defense can't let Morant get comfortable down there or he'll just continue to torture them.
Here's Reed. Good on the three-point shot. Reed's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Stan, teams track different officiating crews, don't they, and how they tend to call the game.
Yeah, they do, Kevin, and there are some organizations who do it more than others. I'm not a fan of it myself because I think it puts your players' focus on the officials and takes away from focusing on what they're supposed to be doing on the court. So I'm not a big fan of it.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, Kevin. It was a lost season for the New Orleans Pelicans. Continued injury troubles derailing a team that, when healthy, looked capable of a top seed, leaving some wondering whether a curse needed lifting. But with some draft help and a still talented roster, the hope is this will be the year. Back to you guys.
All right, Ellie, thanks a lot. Pass to Dosunmu. Another three for Philadelphia.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Pass to Reed. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the 76ers lead by 6.
Not sure how he gets that pass off. I thought for sure he was going to pull the trigger.
Well, Morant knows his teammates rely on him to find them. Terrific pass right there.
Now, Dosunmu. Screen by Jones. Back to Murray. At the tip. Great positioning on the putback. Jones has got his first points of the night.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the triple.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Oh, my goodness. AD wanted them to feel that one. Davis moves his whole team with that explosiveness.
Pass to Dosunmu. Reed a screen. Inside. It's stolen by Davis. A three from Marley. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Reed. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
43 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Smith. And Smith with the stop.
Well, that assist going to Giddey. You don't see too many guys at 6'8" with his mindset. He's a pass-first player.
Here's Murray Boyd. Guarded by Reed. The 76ers leading by 6. Now here's Giddey. From the arc. Reed misses. One-on-one here. That shot missing.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
And so it's Philadelphia with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll return shortly. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Pelicans trailed by 6. Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a #1 pick. Sometimes they fall flat, but that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Oh, it sure as heck hasn't, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards welcomed the expectation. He wanted the expectations, and he has pushed himself to play to that level on a nightly basis, and he's done it.
Here's Edwards. There's the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Edwards got the opening bucket to start the second half for Philadelphia. Here's Black. The three from Marley. Rebound by Smith. Pass to Giddey. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's the break. Here's Davis. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Smith outside. Now Reed. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Reed's got the lead up to 10 now for the 76ers. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Morant outside.
Yeah, when I was coaching, this guy was a nightmare. It was hard to game plan for him. His quickness causes major issues.
For New Orleans, they have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
Picked by Randall. For 3, Edwards. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Pelicans trailed by 8. And new leadership for the Pelicans. Right, looking to create a tough, no-excuses mindset.
And at the risk of making excuses, injuries are what held this team back last season. So some of that toughness might be best reflected in their ability to just stay on the court.
And Davis sends it back.
Come on, man. You got to bring it harder than that when AD is meeting you at the rim.
And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
When Randall is engaged defensively, he can make some spectacular plays and really brings an intimidation factor to the game.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Left side. Down low. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the break. Here's Holland. Yep, that one goes. Holland's got his second basket.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Well, the best way to attack is in transition. He recognizes that.
And the 76ers making a change here. And Murray's got the ball here for the 76ers. 6-point lead. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And Edwards is right there. Edwards got 8 points. Oh, wow, what a quick move inside.
That is incredible. Well, this is what the fans want to see. Morant showing off all of his...
Oh, that was something else.
Are you kidding me?
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. It's going to be Holland shooting. It's going to be on Jamal Murray. The 76ers leading by 5. 44 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Again, the miss by Murray.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Back to Randall. Launches it. Trains it from beyond the arc. Randall's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, you could tell that Randall was looking for his shot there. Got the ball and wasted no time putting up the jab.
Here's Morant. Great tee that time from Edwards. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're 47. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Philadelphia leading by 8. Okay, time for an injury report.
I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Philadelphia. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It's an injury that may have sidelined some players, but they've cleared him to return. I'm sure he'll be playing through some pain, but he'll try to get through it.
Good information as always, Allie. We thank you.
Yeah, well, on one hand, I'm sure they're glad to know what's wrong. But on the other hand, that's a serious injury. Best of luck to him in his recovery process.
The shot by Murray Boyles, no good.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Pass to Smith. It's intercepted. And now the Pelicans on the break. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Eason. Smith gets a hand on it.
He's always a talented defender, Smith, staying active and isn't scared to go after the tough blocks.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the 76ers?
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Smith, left side. And Smith with the snuff.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what James Borrego was saying to his team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
And Allie, thanks so much. Yep, that goes down.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now Edwards. Driving, it's Edwards. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
It's off target.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Davis sets a screen. Edwards with the rebound. Philadelphia leading by 5. And stolen by Eason. Here's Davis. It's stolen by Edwards. There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Leaves it in off the window.
Well, yeah, you can tell Black is very comfortable finishing right under the rim. Has such good hops.
Here's Reed. Now Edwards. 5 on the clock. Now Reed. Finding the lane.
Well, you can tell Reed's teammates believe in him. They trust that he's going to come up with important points when they need him to.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Josh Smith. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Ball's not loose. It's stolen by Smith. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
And that just may put the finishing touch on this one. Not at all a time to get sloppy with the ball. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
He drops the first one, and that turns the lead to 6.
Well, what you like about Black is he processes quickly, and he moves quickly, plus great size for his position.
There's 53 seconds left in the game. Edwards making a statement.
Never a bad idea to run the old kick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Edwards drawing the double team. Now Reed. 6 to shoot. From 17 feet away.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
So the 76ers win it.